the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
This is Mission Control, Houston.
Ignition sequence start.
I've been preparing for this all my life.
Here's Porter on hard and taking him to school. What a great play by Jae'Sean Tate. J.J. Martin climbed Bobon Mountain.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal.
And you've seen tonight that we fought together, we stayed together, and it's about damn time, man.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, and welcome to another episode of Locked On Rockets, the best and only daily podcast covering your Houston Rockets. But hey, you're not here for me, so regular intros be damned. We're not going to do that. You're here for the man, the all-rookie first-team honoree, Rockets forward, Jae'Sean Tate. How's it going, Jae'Sean?
How you doing, Jackson? Glad to be on the show. Loving the hoodie. See you repping the brand.
Absolutely.
Glad to be here. I see the chat room is filling up with people. Shout out to y'all. And yeah, looking forward to what we're talking about today.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, just to kind of get the ball rolling, you know, we look back on this season, and I want to talk about, first off, you know, you get your first rookie campaign in the books, first season as an NBA player, and you top it all off with the all-rookie first-team nomination, which I'm sure that felt great to you. What does that mean to you to be able to say, all right, I did my rookie campaign, and come away with an award like that?
Yeah, I think it just, it just all the hard work I had to put in and, the route I took to finally be in a position where people noticed. I think that was the greatest thing. When they finally said that I was on the rookie team, it just made me even more hungry. But it's always good to get your foot in the door and have a great first year. But I'm looking forward to the second year.
And I think what was so cool too is we had this push, this campaign. Your all rookie first blend in the partnership with Be a Ninth Wonder Foundation, which is a great foundation here in Houston, doing a lot of great work in the community, and then partnering with Greenway Coffee. And in fact, I got mine right here. But for those who have missed out on that, where can they scoop some up?
Yeah, they can go to Jae'Sean.com. You can learn a lot more about all three of those organizations. A little bit about my story and my background, but also David, who is the creator of Greenway, and the Ninth Wonder, who's doing a great job in the community with helping special needs kids who want to play basketball and want to be active in sports. So I think my team did a great job of coming together with some of these brilliant people in the city of Houston and just trying to uplift the community and tap into different people in different areas of expertise. Trying to bring that coffee population and incorporate it with the basketball one. So I'm really excited about that. There's something new coming out here soon, but stay tuned.
Okay, I like it. Stay tuned. I like that little tease. Now, I will say we do have a little bit of news to share in this episode, but we're going to get to that in a minute here. Now, I will say, got to preface this, but if you're paying attention to the window behind Jae'Sean, you'll see the storm currently raging in Houston. We had potentially some technical difficulties before we fired up the live stream, and if the live stream cuts out, it's the storm's fault, all right? I know what I'm doing on this end. I got all my wires taken care of. But if the stream cuts out, it's because of the storm here in Houston. But Jae'Sean, I want to kind of rewind a little bit and think back to, the transition you made. You talk about, your path to the NBA, your journey to get here. What was the biggest adjustment for you, getting used to playing at the NBA level compared to some of the places that you had played before?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is just that it's just never ending, just the amount of games you have every week. I think there was a span where we didn't have 3 consecutive days in a row without a game until All-Star break. So I think that was definitely one of the toughest pieces, especially when you got to go out there and play, you know, some of the best the best players in the world on any given night. It could be a back-to-back, it could be cross country, and all those things play an effect in, you know, staying healthy and soreness and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you got to just go out there and, you know, try to do what you can to help your team win. I think that would be the first thing. And then the second thing is just learning everything on the fly. Like I said, there's just so many games. There's not really much time to really prep for, you know, different teams. Different teams run different offenses, have different players. And a lot of the times you just have to learn on the fly, especially coming in your first year.
Did having Will Weaver, you know, be a part of the assistant coaching staff kind of help ease that transition a little bit for you?
I mean, definitely. Anytime you have somebody you're familiar with in an environment you've never been in, I think that always will help you. He's always been a mentor. I mean, he was my head coach in Sydney, and, you know, he's one of the head assistants here. So he's very important to, you know, my development over this summer and how much I've grown, you know, the last couple of years throughout my first NBA season, but also overseas.
And speaking of, you know, you're talking about your growth and watching you from, you know, the start of the season to how you progressed and where you got to, you know, by the tail end of the season was, you know, one of the highlights of this past Rocket season. You know, where do you feel like you improved the most from, you know, your starting point A all the way to the end of the season?
I would just say overall, like, I feel like overall I just became a more complete basketball player. I think that defensively throughout the season, I became a better defender. I became more confident in, you know, handling the ball, coming off ball screens, making reads, basically everything. And that just comes from being out there and having confidence from my teammates and also my coaches. I think they were a huge part of that, just instilling confidence in us young guys, even, you know, when we didn't win as many games as we wanted to. But still, they did a great job of allowing me to be free out there and play through mistakes.
I got to know, looking back, what was your favorite moment from the season? If you can boil it down, and there might be a couple, right, that stand out, but do you have one where you think back and you're like, yeah, that's the one?
When we broke that streak, that losing streak again, I think it was Toronto. Finally, we were close to being the worst team ever, and that was definitely a moment where we finally got on the same page. Everybody on the team was in sync, and, you know, we finally was able to get that bad taste out of our mouth.
Yeah, I think that Rockets fans, all of us, kind of rejoiced together when that happened. And I mean, you talked about the grueling schedule, playing so many games, you know, so little practice time, all that. I can only imagine what you were going through. I was going through some of these games and get to the end of the night, you know, some of those weeks, 5 games, 7 nights, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh man, I can only imagine how you guys are fighting through that. But you know, at the same time that you were going through your rookie campaign, Coach Stephen Silas was also going through his rookie campaign as a first-time head coach. What's it like playing for Stephen Silas?
I mean, you know, Coach Silas he's a great dude. Like, he's a dude that I feel like any basketball player could get behind. You know, he's always going to keep it 100 with you, and he's very easy to talk to. I think that's the best. One of his strengths. KJ Martin is calling me, guys.
Hey, put him on the live stream. Put KJ on the live stream.
I don't know, but he's gonna be ready for
do it to him. You can do it to him, man.
But, no, yeah, Coach Silas is just one of those guys that's very easy to talk to and easy to, you know, express, you know, the things we were going through. And like you said, this was his first year as a head coach, and this is my first year as a rookie. So I feel like throughout the season, me and him were able to get closer and figure things out and have new experiences in both of our so that was pretty awesome.
And you know, you're talking about the progression you made throughout the season. There was a point where you got the nod and became a starter and basically became the starter, you know, permanently for the remainder of the season. What does that mean to have that level of confidence, you know, from your coach? We would hear, you know, Stephen Silas talking post game about how much he trusts you to make the right reads, to make the right decisions, especially right end of game situations, you know, in crunch time where you got to be the, you know, the inbounder on a potential game winning play, things like that. He has that trust level in you.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a confidence booster, man. Like when you got the head coach backing you and putting you in positions to be, you know, to make timely decisions in your first year. I mean, that's just a confidence booster. And, you know, he knows how grateful and thankful I am for the opportunity. And we've been working really hard this summer. And, you know, I think from top to bottom, you know, we're going to have a better season. And, you know, that's going to be credit to, you know, him instilling that confidence and putting trust in his players to go out there and, you know, play free and play free and, you know, play with each other.
I've said it so many times. This team was not a 17-55 team. The talent level does not match that. There's so many talented guys on this roster. And speaking of all the guys, it really kind of seems like, you know, we were kind of, you know, smiling a little bit earlier, talking about the adversity, the losing streak. But, you know, it just kind of felt like, you know, through all of that, you all seem to really enjoy each other. The chemistry is there. You're all, you know, fighting for each other, not against each other or anything. And I want to know, you know, have some of the guys maybe stepped up, maybe yourself, and become some of like the kind of leaders in the locker room?
Yeah. I think that this is one of the, it's crazy, but this is one of the closest teams I've been on. I think it's really, I wouldn't even say rare, but it's different for a team to be so close in age across the board. Of course, we have, and then surround them by, you know, some older vets that have been through, you know, have played on great teams, have played on bad teams. So I think we have a great balance of players that are close and players that have been through the fire. And I think that's what's going to, you know, separate us this next season. You know, like you said, this was our first year. There was a lot of changes. There was a lot of injuries, not making excuses, but I know in my heart, and I think everybody knows that it's going to be different, hopefully different this next year.
I think so too. No argument from me right there. And you kind of talked about some of the work that you're putting in this off season. So I want to know, you know, we're seeing all these social media videos, you working out, you're at the pro runs, which first off, I mean, you were at the pro run wearing sweats. Like I was like, how's that gotta feel if you getting bodied by a guy rocking sweats at a pro run?
Listen, that gym is freezing. So when I walked in the gym, I was like, thank God I wore sweats, because it had to be 50 degrees in there. But no, it's been a great summer. You know, shout out to my team. Shout out to, you know, the Rockets coaching staff and player development. Lucas, he's been working us, man. I feel like I've gotten so much better over this last, you know, couple months. And, you know, we're not just me, the whole team. I'm seeing it from us in the weight room to having those runs. Like everybody is improving, and yeah, we'll just have to see.
So you got the all rookie first team nod, which is just incredible. And not only that, right? You know, I'm over here bumping the Built merch, but you've also got the all rookie shirts and hoodies on your website, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is you know, I just got mine in the day, so I'm feeling the yellow. But yeah, like I gotta give credit to, you know, my agency Beyond, my agent EJ Kuzner, who, I mean, that dude is a genius, and the things he has put together and helped to kind of bring my ideas to light. It's a credit to him, and we're just getting started, but we're excited to see where it goes. So, if you guys like the hoodies, you guys like the built hashtag and what it stands for, then so be it. I hope you guys go get one.
And then not only that, but I gotta throw this out there just a little bit. You rocking one of our Apollo beanies? I see.
Man. So yeah, y'all sent me a little care package. I'm throwing for the Astros tomorrow. First pitch. I was practicing today, so stay tuned. I was looking to see. I'm gonna wear one of these shirts. We got the blue. We got the orange. I like the orange. I don't know.
Orange be someone is nice.
And then I got the other blue too. I don't know which one. What y'all think in the comments? Which one I should wear? It's gonna be hot out there, so I like these shirts. They're a lot thinner. I might be sweating through my armpits, nervous up there. But,
we get you back in that 50-degree gym, huh?
I'm ready though. I'm ready. I threw about 20 pitches today. I'm good.
Is this the first pitch you've ever thrown out before at a game?
This is the first pitch I ever threw in my life. So.
So I was gonna ask you, man, because I know you played football. Obviously, you play basketball, right? I was gonna ask, have you ever played organized baseball before?
I played on my little brother's little league team, but I was 3 years older than everybody, and it was coach pitch, so that was cool. But
so you were the ringer because you were 3 years older than everybody.
I don't know how I got on the team, but I did hit a home run, so. I do remember that, but it was coach pitch, so I never really – they didn't know what they was doing, though. They had me playing shortstop, and I'm left-handed, so that should tell you.
Have you reached out to, Lance or Framber yet to kind of get some advice on what you're doing out there?
Nah, man. Nah, I was a little nervous earlier this week, but I feel good. I got a good coaching team. I hit up my boys – who used to play baseball. They gave me a little pointers over in the park. So I'm ready. Let's do this.
That's exciting. The Astros are in a great place right now. They're a great team. If you haven't checked out the Astros, you got to go check them out. Yeah, and of course, go ahead. What's up?
No, go ahead. I was agreeing. I was agreeing with you.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're a good team. They're worth checking out. And the fact that you're going to be out there throwing your first pitch. Look, as long as you don't you can't have the 50 Cent moment, right? Please don't have one of those.
Listen,
all right.
Listen, I'm gonna get it there. It ain't gonna go left. It might go a little left, but it ain't gonna go all the way left, and it ain't gonna be short. That's all. I don't want to be short, and I don't want to hit somebody in the stands. That's what I'm going for, man.
All right. Now, Jae'Sean, I did want to ask you, kind of just to tie a little ribbon on the work that you're putting in this offseason, right? You've got the feather in your cap now with the all-rookie first-team selection. What goals are you setting for yourself moving forward? You're thinking you want to score an all-NBA team or not an all-NBA defensive team selection next season? What goals do you have in mind moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, wow. I should start. I should write something down. But I mean, my overall goal, man, is to be just to continue to improve, man. I think that's just always been my goal from the time that I became a pro, is to just every year just continue to be better than I was the year before. And at this point, I've done that, and it's worked for me. And that's just what I'm sticking to. Of course, we can go into detail and talk about the accolades and stuff, but I feel like just focusing on the big picture and focusing on the things that I can control, those things will come.
Now, the listeners, the viewers, are going to kill me if I don't ask you this, but I'm sure you have access to YouTube. I'm sure you've been looking at some highlights, some Cade Cunningham, some Jalen Green, some Evan Mobley. Give me a scouting report. Give me some analysis on what you think about some of these top guys coming out of the draft this year.
I'm not gonna go into scouting reports, but I am just gonna say, I mean, of what I've seen, like, I don't know. I have no clue who we're drafting. I know that our front office they're great. They know they have a plan, and they're going to do everything in their power to make sure that plan works. And this is a tough draft class. I mean, this is a talented draft class. I've talked to not many, but a few people just around the league from other organizations and even ours, and they're saying nothing but good things about these young guys coming in. So we got number 2, so I don't think we can lose.
That number 2 pick is an absolute blessing, and it's a great spot to be in. It's great that the Rockets have all these options, right? You got so many talented guys coming out. It's going to be interesting to see which direction the organization goes in, who's going to become a new member of the team. But I also want to talk to you a little bit about the NBA Finals, because it's been a great final so far. And you're a guy who, the last time we spoke, you told me you really enjoy, right, a solid defensive stop, right? That momentum shifter, getting a stop, getting a clutch steal, a block, whatever, forcing a bad shot. What's going through your mind watching, this NBA Finals? You see, one game you got Giannis with the insane block on DeAndre Ayton, and the next game you get Drew Holiday coming up with the clutch steal. What are your thoughts on the finals so far?
I mean, you just see, those are winning plays. Like the whole cliche, offense scores points, defense wins games. And those are plays. Those defensive stops they're literally, make or break from winning the NBA championship to losing one, losing a game in the series. So, this finals has been great. I love that both teams are playing physical. They're allowing them to play physical, and it's a full out battle.
I'm gonna ask, who you feeling in Game 6? I got to put you on the spot.
It's in Milwaukee?
It is in Milwaukee, yeah.
It's going to be tough. But, I think it's going to go to Game 7. I think it's going to go to Game 7. But Don't quote me. Don't like, I'm not – I don't have – hey, I don't know. I would like to see a Game 7, but we'll see.
Game 7s in the NBA Finals are truly something else.
That's going to be something. That's going to be must-see TV.
Now, I got one more for you here, Jae'Sean. But as a guy, talking about the defensive side of things, I want to know, was there a point where was it your decision? Was it like a coach? Was it somebody in your life that basically kind of push you in that direction to give you kind of that mentality that you exhibit every night on the court, fighting so tough defensively? I kind of want to know, was there a point where you were like, you know what, I'm going to be that guy that can go out there and get my team a stop. I'm going to be that guy that can come up with the clutch steal, the clutch play on the defensive side of the court.
Yeah. I've always been that way. I've been that way since Ohio State. I've been that way in Belgium. I've been that way in Australia. I'm just doing it at the NBA level, and that's just sometimes what the team needs. And that's my job, and that's one of the reasons I'm in the position I am. And I want to stay here, so I take pride in doing my job.
Man, we were dealing with the technical difficulties earlier, which I highlighted, and I would love to be able to see what the chat is saying right now, but on my end, I actually can't see it. So We're going to do something really quick, Jae'Sean. You might, because you're in this room with me, because this is technology.
Yeah, I've been reading them the whole time. These dudes are hilarious.
Now, here's the thing. If you've got a mouse on your end, can you click on one of those comments for me?
Yeah. Can
you do it for me?
You want me to click?
Yeah, just click on it. It should pull it up on the stream.
Nah.
Oh man, that was the cool part of what we were going to try and do. We were going to try and pull the comments up on the screen and kind of let some people ask you some questions. Now, I'm going to try something. and it might blow everything up, which I'm kind of terrified of, is if I blow up the stream. Because I want to refresh my page and see if I can get access to the comments, because that's the cool thing, is being able to, let the fans kind of interact a little bit. But in the off chance that it blows everything up, I want to give you a chance to say, one more like parting message to the fans before we try and take a couple of these questions from them.
Yeah. Rocket Nation, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all coming on, spending some time with us. Make sure y'all tune in and, see my first pitch tomorrow and go get your merch. I also want to give a shout out to, everybody that's, been a part of this. I forgot to mention Duel, who is a phenomenal artist around the Houston area. He's actually done the art for my coffee. He does murals all around the city. So shout out to Duel. And yeah, looking forward to this season, y'all. Looking forward to it. All
right. Well, that was our awesome, great goodbye, because again, the storm had other plans for us. So I'm gonna try this. All right. It could end terribly. Are you ready, Jae'Sean?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, it X'd him out, y'all. You good? All right, you good. You good.
And I can see the comments now. We did it. It actually worked. I'm actually thoroughly impressed. This is pretty dope. But now here we got this problem now. Now you're Jackson Gatlin and I'm Jae'Sean Tate.
That's cool.
But, it kind of works because my middle name's actually Taylor, so I go by JT. So we're both actually JT.
It works.
But you're I would say you're probably the cooler JT. So we'll flip you back. Let's put you back in the right spot. I can do that over here. So now we're back. So we're going to take a couple questions here before we wrap this thing up officially. But let's see what we got going on in the chat. If you got a question for Jae'Sean, throw it in the chat right now. We're going to, you know what, here, this is a great one. I love this. We're going to pull up Rocket Fuel's question, because the last time we spoke, COVID-19 protocols and restrictions, there was still some stuff going on there. And I had asked you what you liked about the city of Houston. You're like, I haven't really been able to experience it yet. So from Rocket Fuel on YouTube, what's your favorite part of being in Houston? Hopefully you've been able to experience it a little bit more now.
Yeah. That's a tough one. I would just say it's just so many places to eat, man. Like,
have you been to Turkey Leg Hut yet?
Of course.
Okay. All right. I'm just making sure you're hitting the staples. Okay.
Yeah, definitely hitting the staples. But I find a new place to eat like every week, and I'm still like continuing to find. And I've been here, a while, and I think that's pretty cool. Cause who doesn't love food? And every place I go to, I'm saying like, wow, this is the best whatever I had. So just having so many different options in this city, I think that's the coolest thing.
It's a great city for food. You can throw a stone and you're gonna find something good to eat. All right, so we got a question here from Matt. What was the best moment from playing overseas?
Best moment, probably winning the Cup championship my first year. I went 4 years via Ohio State. We didn't win anything, so it was finally good to finally get a championship. And yeah, that was one of the big moments.
And it's only that moment will be dwarfed when you finally win a championship here in Houston for the Houston Rockets.
See.
There we go. We're teeing it up. All right, here we go. We got another one here from Star Platinum. Which teammate makes you laugh the most? Who's the funniest guy on the team?
Oh man, my team is funny, man. See, my team is like all different, but like I'm laughing at every single one of them all day. But I mean, of course, I think I gotta go with KJ. That dude he's hilarious.
See, this is the reason you should have put him FaceTime on the thing. He probably would have had a good joke.
Nah, he definitely would have made everybody laugh.
All right, here we got one from JJ here. What's it been like helping your brother with his transition to the pros?
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been, I haven't really been able to work out with him since we were in high school. When I was a junior, he was a freshman. So like just being able to be in the same gym with my little brother and just seeing how much he's improved from that time is pretty awesome. And just seeing him go through the same things I had to go through with, draft workouts and flying and working out. And it's pretty cool experience. And, I'm just proud of him. And he's been working hard, and it's going to pay off. It definitely will.
And it's going to be hell eventually, because then there's going to be not one, but two Tates in the NBA that people got to worry about.
Yeah, it's going to be that'll be something. That'll be something.
All right, we got another one here from Norman. Which teammates are inseparable?
Inseparable?
Which two guys are like just locked together?
Well, I don't know. That's a tough one. I feel like it's just tough because you play every other day. So everybody's inseparable. You're with these guys, like you're with your team more than you are with your family, 100%. You're with everybody almost every single day for more than half of the day. So that's a tough one.
All right, for sure. Let's get a couple more in here before we wrap this thing up officially, without the potential for blowing everything up. What are you most excited about going into next season?
Fans, sold out, Toyota Center, really getting in with the crowd. I miss that. I think that's like a very important part of not just basketball, but any sport. Like that's.
Are you a guy that kind of feeds off that fan energy a little bit?
Of course, and that not only helps the home team, but the away team feels that too. Fans can help win games, and I'm excited for that. Home
court advantage is a real thing. That's tried and true.
Real thing, because it gets loud.
We got one, and hey, man, Toyota Center's rocking. When we got the thing filled up, Toyota Center's a great place to play. Let's get one here from Jacob. Who talks the most trash on the team?
We got some stuff talkers now.
Okay.
John Lucas talks the most trash on the team. John Lucas talked the most trash in the world. That's 100% facts.
Is it anything that you can repeat live on the? I will say we're not an FCC like regulated program.
Yeah.
But like we should keep it PG-13. I'm just saying.
No, I'm gonna just leave the jokes where they need to be left. I'm gonna just leave them there. We're not even gonna dabble into that.
All right. Let's get one more in here from Doc. This will be our final question for the night. Favorite game this season? I know we talked about the favorite moment being that in the losing streak, but is that the same thing, or do you have another game that comes to mind?
Oh, of course. Our last game at the Toyota, we didn't get the one against the Lakers, but we did get the one at home for the season closer. It was pretty awesome. I had my family there. They had never seen me play, and that was pretty awesome.
All right, and that game had a lot of nostalgia factors in there. Bill Worrell's last game.
Was it Clippers?
Yeah, it was the Clippers game.
Yeah. Yep. I think I hit like 4 threes that game, so that was good. I got to hit some threes in front of my grandma.
Hang on, now let me pull up the box score. Make sure you be in right now. It was a great game. It was a good send off game. Bill Worrell, his last game calling for the Houston Rockets, and then Stephen Silas gave Bill the game ball. It was a very memorable game. Y'all sent him off the right way. But Jae'Sean, this has been a really awesome experience. I think the fans had a great time getting to ask you some questions, getting to hear from you, hear about what you're working on. I'll give you another chance to say another goodbye because, we get 2 goodbyes in one podcast. That's how special this is.
Appreciate y'all. I don't know. Wait, which shirt? The orange?
Chat, chime in a little bit. Which shirt is Jae'Sean rocking tomorrow for the first pitch? The H-Town versus everyone's a classic.
This one is tough, but I like the orange wagon. I like
the orange wagon is where it's at. You really can't go wrong with any of them, but maybe we'll have to throw up like a little like Twitter poll or something.
Like, hey, messing with this orange.
Yeah, they're saying orange. Okay. The chat is lighting up orange. I think we got to go orange.
All right, I think we're gonna go orange.
Orange, be someone it is.
I'm gonna have to do some push-ups. It's a 2X. But it'd be good. It'd be good. I'm gonna rock the orange.
All right, man. Well, hey, Jae'Sean, this has been an awesome experience. The fans look like they're loving it. It's great to be able to hear from you, to hear about what you're working on. And we're gonna have to do this again sometime. But I'm gonna be looking forward to your first pitch. Yeah,
for sure, man. I appreciate it. I have fun, and wish me luck tomorrow.
Absolutely. Hey, we're just manifesting that the ball gets there. All right, that's what we're doing.
That's it.
All right. That's going to wrap up our show for today. It's been a pleasure chatting with Jae'Sean Tate, having him on the podcast. Be sure, I'm going to plug this because I didn't get to do it at the top, but be sure to check out the show, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all those different places. But that's going to do it for our show today. Jae'Sean, appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks, man. Love you guys.